Alright, welcome to my first training vlog. Today I decided to film some dips. Pretty short workout, but a pretty challenging one. So what I wanted to do today is work up to a heavy single, then take off some weight and do that for 4 sets of 4 reps. As you can see here, I'm warming up with bodyweight push-ups. I normally do 2 or 3 sets of 10 repetitions, really focusing on controlling the descent, then exploding up. Now to the dips, I pretty much do the same. I start with body weight, do a couple of reps there, also really focusing on the descent. And once I feel I hit the right depth or range of motion, then try to explode up. And I think that also really helps with the mind-muscle connection. It's a technique that I apply to pretty much every lift that I do. And I find that it really helps with executing the lift properly, but also engaging the right muscles for that movement. So here I added some weight to the dipping belt. This was 23 kilos, I believe, which is about 50 pounds. Did it for a set of 5. From what I can see, it looks pretty good. Yeah, the reason why I started dipping so often, because usually I just use it as an accessory for benching. Now it's become one of my main focuses. I just believe it has a tremendous carryover to the bench press. So I'm really focusing on building up my dips, and then once I hit a dip of 100 kilos or above, then I want to go back to bench pressing and see how much carryover there is for me. And I think that's a pretty cool experiment, because I tried to look for it on the internet, and I've seen some calisthenic athletes who have tried bench pressing, and they are bench pressing pretty good weights. But I think with me having some experience in powerlifting, the carryover might be even more, because I also know the technique. I know how to bench, and more often than not, with those, with all respect, those calisthenics athletes, their main focus is calisthenics and not really bench pressing. So given that they're also unfamiliar with the technique, I think if you know how to bench press, then there will be a huge carryover. But let's see if that really works like I think it does. Right here you can see me prepping for my top single. My top single was 73 kilos, which comes out to a little over 160 pounds. This was a single at about an RP of 8, which was also the goal for today. Didn't want to go too heavy, because last week I maxed out on dips, and I managed to hit 90 kilos, which is about 198 pounds. I did try 100 kilos, but it was too heavy. I felt nice and controlled on the descent, but I just didn't have the horsepower to push it back up. So that's a pity, but it's just more fuel for the fire to train even harder, and get even better at dips. So that's just part of the process. You win some and you lose some. So right here you see me fiddling around, trying to psych myself up for the top single. Should be an easy rep, but I still want to make sure that that I have the right mindset, the right focus, because I still think the risk is kind of the dip is kind of a risky lift, so it needs your full attention. You can't just do sloppy reps. Alright, so there it goes. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Slowed down a little, but it still moves pretty well. So that's all I want to see, and then in a set of 1 at RP8. Pretty happy with this one. Yeah, this did cause me some discomfort in my right shoulder. Right, my right shoulder has been bothering me for a while, but yeah, I think now with the weights that are a bit lower, I think that will be fine. And also in a few weeks, I'm gonna go on holidays for a week, so the only pushing I'm gonna do is push-ups. So yeah, I think I'll be fine. Here you can see some of my back off sets. I did 4 sets of 4 at 35 kilos, which is about 77 pounds. Only managed to get 3 sets on camera because when I tried to film my 4th set, my phone was out of memory, which is basically the story of my life. But hey, at least have some footage of my training. So I think this is the last one I filmed. After I did the dips, I still did some face pulls. But basically, this is it for today. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, leave a comment, subscribe, like it, and see you next time.